Welcome to Vital Life Stories, where we explore the hidden journeys of success and the quiet moments that build true greatness. Meet William, a man who lived in the shadow of judgment, labeled a failure by those who could not see inside. For 8 long years, he wandered from one profession to another, never settling down, always searching for something he could not name. The villagers whispered as he walked by, their eyes filled with pity for a man they believed had wasted his youth. To the outside world, he was lost, a drifter with no direction. But deep within his soul, a silent fire was burning. It began when he was 25 years old. He started as a farmer, tilling the soil and learning the rhythms of nature. He learned patience from the earth, understanding that growth takes time and that the strongest roots are formed deep within the dark. But after 2 years, the fields felt too small. His heart sought a new challenge, something that required more than just patience. He left the farm behind, confusing his family and friends. They called him fickle, unable to stick to a simple, honest living. He found his way to a carpenter's workshop. Here, he traded the soft soil for the rigid, unforgiving texture of solid oak. For 2 years, he learned to shape wood. He understood grain, texture, and how to join separate pieces into a strong whole. He became skilled, yet the wood felt too silent. He mastered the craft, but his restless spirit demanded yet another transformation. Once again, he packed his bags. The village gossip grew louder, labeling him a quitter who could not handle the pressure of work. He walked into the heat of a blacksmith's forge. The air was thick with smoke, and the work required immense physical strength. Here, he learned the language of fire and metal. He discovered how heat could soften the hardest iron and reshape its destiny. He learned about tempering, the art of cooling under pressure to create resilience. The fire tested his endurance every single day, but even the fire could not hold him forever. After 2 years of sweating over the anvil, he felt the urge to move. The village laughed openly now. They called him a fool who abandoned a stable trade to chase shadows in the wind. In a shocking twist, he became a scribe. He traded the heavy hammer for a delicate feather quill and a pot of ink. His hands, hardened by iron and wood, now had to learn the gentle, flowing art of calligraphy and the power of words. He studied structure, composition, and the beauty of design. He learned that a single line could carry the weight of 1,000 emotions. The neighbors thought he had lost his mind. A blacksmith trying to be a scholar? It was the ultimate proof of his failure. 8 years had passed. William was now 33. He sat amidst the tools of 4 different trades, feeling the weight of time. His parents could not look him in the eye. They saw a son who had started everything but finished nothing. A wasted potential. Doubts began to creep into his own mind. Had he truly wasted his life? Was he just a drifter with no purpose? But unseen to the world, his brain was being reprogrammed. He was not quitting. He was collecting the scattered pieces of a puzzle. He saw the world differently now. He understood the organic growth of farming, the structure of wood, the strength of iron, and the flow of ink. One day, a wealthy lord arrived in the village. He was looking for a master craftsman to build a magnificent gate for his manor. The lord presented a design that was impossible. It required the strength of iron, the warmth of wood, and the elegance of calligraphy. The design demanded a seamless blend of materials. The iron had to flow like ink, and the wood had to support the metal. The best blacksmith stepped forward, but retreated. He knew iron, but he did not know how to weave it with delicate wood. The master carpenter looked at the plans and scoffed. He knew timber, but he had no skill to incorporate the heavy metalwork. The lord was about to leave, disappointed that no one in the village possessed the comprehensive skill to realize his grand vision. Then a quiet voice spoke up. William stepped forward and said, "I can build it." The crowd erupted in laughter and disbelief. They told the Lord, "Do not trust him. He is a jack of all trades and master of none. He will ruin your materials." The Lord paused, looking into William's eyes. He saw not arrogance, but a quiet certainty that the other specialists lacked. Against all advice, the Lord gave him the job. He gave William 30 days to complete the work or face severe punishment. William locked himself in an old barn. He set up a forge in one corner, a carpentry bench in another, and a drafting table. He began with the design. His time as a scribe allowed him to visualize the complex patterns and calculate the precise measurements. Then came the wood. He selected the finest oak, knowing exactly how it would behave when cut, thanks to his carpentry days. He fired up the forge. The heat was familiar. He knew exactly when the iron was ready to be bent without breaking. For weeks, he worked in a flow state. He moved between the anvil and the bench, translating the languages of different materials. He knew how to join them. He understood that the wood needed to breathe and the iron needed to hold it firm. He carved inscriptions that flowed like ink. His scribe's hand ensured that every letter was a work of art, not just a mark. The village waited. They expected to see a disaster, a pile of ruined materials created by a man who could not focus. On the 30th day, the doors opened. The morning sun poured in, illuminating the result of 8 years of so-called failure. William stepped out. He was tired, his hands were stained, but his eyes shone with the light of a true master. The crowd fell silent. Before them stood a gate of breathtaking beauty, a perfect harmony of iron, wood, and language. The iron curved like organic roots, learned from farming. The wood was joined flawlessly, learned from carpentry. The structure was tempered perfectly. The specialists approached. They touched the work and realized that no single trade could have produced such a complex masterpiece. The Lord bowed his head in respect. He paid William double the agreed amount, declaring it the finest work in the kingdom. The villagers' whispers changed from pity to praise. They finally understood that William had not been lost. He had been building. William did not boast. He knew that every stumble, every job change, and every critique was a necessary step on his path. His journey proves that diversity of experience is not a weakness. It is a strength that allows you to see the whole picture. What the world calls wandering is often just the process of gathering the unique tools you will need for your destiny. He became a legend, not because he was the best at one thing, but because he was the only one who could connect everything. Do not fear if your path looks different from others. Do not panic if you feel you are starting over again and again. Remember, mastery is not built in public. It is built in the shadows, in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Perhaps you are feeling like William today. You feel behind, scattered, or unsure of how your experiences will ever make sense. Trust the process. Every skill you learn, every failure you endure, is a brick in the foundation of who you are becoming. Years later, William wrote that he never regretted the 8 years of wandering. They were the years that made him whole. He realized that life is not a straight line. It is a mosaic, and only you have the power to arrange the pieces. So if you are exploring, keep going. If you are learning something new, embrace it. Nothing you learn is ever truly lost. The world needs specialists, but it also needs those who can bridge the gaps, those who can speak multiple languages of creation. Your unique combination of skills is your superpower. No one else has walked your path, so no one else can build your masterpiece. Be patient with yourself. The bamboo grows underground for years before it shoots up. Your time to rise is coming soon. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. They judge the process because they cannot see the outcome. William's story is a reminder that it is never too late to connect the dots. You are exactly where you need to be. The gate he built stood for centuries, a monument to the man who refused to be defined by a single label. Embrace your wandering. Embrace your curiosity. Let your interests guide you, for they are leading you to your own unique contribution. The view from the summit is worth the winding climb. Do not compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You are the artist of your own life. Mold it with patience, fire it with passion, and scribe it with your truth. Let William's journey inspire you to keep moving forward. Your accumulation of skills is preparing you for a moment you cannot yet see. Believe in your journey. Believe that every step counts. And most importantly, believe that your greatest work is still ahead of you. Leave the labels behind. Step out of the box they put you in. Go forth and build your own magnificent gate. Take this message with you today. Let it be the spark that reignites your passion for learning and growing in your own way. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that feed your soul and inspire your mind to reach new heights. Check out our other videos to discover more hidden gems of wisdom. We are dedicated to bringing you the best life stories. Remember that mastery is built in the shadows. Keep working, keep believing, and your time in the sun will surely come. Keep your inner fire burning. Let it guide you through the doubts and the fears until you find your true purpose. This has been a Vital Life Story. We are honored to be a part of your journey towards success and fulfillment. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. Remember that your path is unique, so keep building your masterpiece in the shadows.